Hi all, Losdy, Punch Out TV. How are you all doing on this Tuesday evening? I hope you're all good out there, really do. Right, another fight. What I actually forgot about till someone reminded me in the comment section last night. Another absolute, cannot wait for this one as well. Barn burner of a fight. Um, and it's ZHANG versus KABAYEL. Um, this, I do believe that someone will get knocked out in this fight. I really do, or stopped. So you got ZHANG 27-1. He's got the two losses to Philip Bergovich, even though I think he won that fight, and the loss to Josie Parker last year. And he's got 22 KOs. Big southpaw from China. Now he's fighting pretty much one of the most underrated fighters in the heavyweight division, and quite a dangerous guy as well. And it's KABAYEL, 25-0 with 17 KOs. Now I don't really know much about KABAYEL, the German. He's orthodox, and Zhang southpaw. I don't really know that much about him. I've only seen 3 of his fights. That one against Del Boy in Monaco all them years ago, when he absolutely schooled Derek, and the two ones what he's had on the Riyadh card, the one against Sanchez where he stopped him, and the same against Makhmudov where he stopped him, where he was a big underdog in that fight, and he absolutely slaughtered the big Russian. I'm gonna pick KABAYEL to win this fight on a a late stoppage, I think. And the reason being, because I think Zhang he's in his 40s now, isn't he? Early 40s. But Zhang's a very dangerous guy, as we all know. He's got power. Even though he's a southpaw, Zhang carries that one-punch power in both his hands. For me, for Zhang to win the fight, he would have to, because he's such a big guy and he's not got the best tank. He does gas out very quickly. I wouldn't say very quickly, but towards like 7 and 8, he can, maybe 6, 7 and 8, he starts gassing. But he can do the full rounds. He's proven that before. He's not as bad as what me personally, I don't think he's as bad as what people make out about him gassing all the time. Dead easy gassing. Now for me, for Zhang to win this fight, he would have to set his pace, a steady pace, a good pace, but use his jab a lot, because I believe that KABAYEL is a master at body shots, and that in his two last fights, what I've seen him, he took Sanchez apart and Makhmudov apart. This is just my observation. He took them apart by breaking them down with the relentless body shots, and he just slowed them down, and then they were sitting targets for him. But for me, Zhang would have to use his jab and push KABAYEL back. But if KABAYEL was coming in, throw an uppercut, something like that, don't be going looking for them big bombs all the time, because you're going to gas out, and that's when I believe KABAYEL will jump on him. So for me, Zhang would have to set a pace, and the most important punch for him would be his jab, I think, to keep the German away from him. And then when he comes in, hit him with a left or an uppercut or something. That's what I would be doing. And obviously body shots as well, but I would have to be using that jab. That jab would have to be on overtime in this fight. Non-stop flicking out and moving as well. But you got to keep KABAYEL away from the body. Because if he does, that's how I think KABAYEL will win it. And don't get me wrong, Zhang's got, like I said before, Zhang's got the power to knock anyone out, I believe, with a one punch. just go and ask Joe Joyce. That was one of the brutalest knockouts I think I've seen in a long, long time. And Joe Joyce was supposed to have an head like concrete, but ZHANG punched straight through that. And if I remember correctly, was it a right hook what he knocked him out with? I'm sure it was. I can't remember. I'm going a bit senile in my old age, but I'm sure it was a right cross what he got him with. So ZHANG's more than capable of just ending it like that. He's a dangerous fighter. But for me, I believe the German, KABAYEL, like I say, one of the bogeymen of the division, the giant slayer. There's something about this kid. He's not the biggest heavyweight, but the kid can hit, man. He's not got one punch knockout power, not what I've seen, but he's got great power. That power what can slow a fighter down. And what I've seen of him, I love how the way he goes to the body a lot. That for me was his success against Sanchez and his success against Makhmudov. He broke him down with the body shots as well as head shots. But KABAYEL can move. He's got a great chin, I think, from what I've seen of him so far, because he took some big punches off Sanchez. He was a much bigger dude, and same with Makhmudov, and he bounced off him. He's got a good guard. He's a very clever fighter. He mixes his punches up and down a lot. But for me, he's key. What I've seen of him, his key to slaying these big men is the body shot. Like I say, I saw him against Derek years ago in Monaco, and he basically just jabbed Derek's head off. He did. I don't even think he really threw any punches. It was just he just schooled him with a jab, and Derek got frustrated. He couldn't get near him. But Derek went on to do the full 12 rounds. So for me, I think KABAYEL's gonna stop ZHANG late on. I think he'll go to the body as long as he can keep away from them the big left or the big right, especially the left. As long as he can somehow get past them punches and go to the body and slow the big Chinese fella down, then I think it's only a matter of time. If he does, if he can get to work on the body early and slow ZHANG down between the mid-rounds, I think KABAYEL will jump on him and go for it, like he pretty much did against Sanchez. And he, like I say, he's got some raw power for a little heavyweight. I don't particularly think he's a big heavyweight at all, but he's just a solid unit, isn't he? They both are, but this is a great fight. But I'm going to pick KABAYEL late stoppage, somewhere between rounds 8 and 10. I think KABAYEL will get him. He could very well go the distance, or it could well be KABAYEL gets knocked out, especially if he walks into one of them big lefts. But I think KABAYEL's too smart for that. I think he'll break the big Chinese fella down and jump on him. So let me know who you think will win. This is a great fight. Well, they're all just great fights. It's best fighting card ever, this, by miles. But yeah, because I want KABAYEL to win, because I want KABAYEL to get pushed on. I want him challenging for a world title, because he's a dangerous, dangerous fighter. Well, they both are, but I just like KABAYEL. I think he's a great fighter. So yeah, like I say, waffling on now. I've got KABAYEL to win between rounds 8 and rounds 10 stoppage. Peace out. Let me know who you think will win. I'll catch you on the next one.